Hello everyone, Sukinode here with another pathogenic video for you guys. You basically know the drill by now. Hope you guys have been doing well, taking care of yourselves out there and been being safe. Hope you've been having a good day, good week, and a good month. This one's kind of weird, if you, which you can probably tell just by looking at my setup. So I started playing with the sympathetic detonator. It's kind of good, and when I say kind of good, it seems to be the most effective when you have the attractor as well for the weapons that it is also connected to, but of course they don't connect to each other. I guess they didn't want that, but they don't connect to each other. But if you connect them to one, and so, and I kind of have to set up like I'm sending out multiple mines. I am using the mucus emitters for basically just area control, and then everything is attracted to the enemies. I still have the caustic secretors from the beginning of the run. I'm in the intestines. I'm almost at the end of it, and then I got two of the epic pressurized spickle, which I'll probably replace with something. I'm hoping to get more mucus emitters or more rare cyst depositors, actually, because this I've just been like, since I got them, I've just been doing this, and basically nothing can approach me, and if it does, I do that, and then most everything explodes and does like a massive amount of burst damage that kills almost everything. Yeah, see, just immediately dead. Yeah, you clear out minions really well. It is better than I gave it credit for, but I haven't put it up against a boss, so I do not know. Okay, and we just got more minions as well. I'd rather just get rid of you. I feel like you're the least useful. And more minions. Close to a full minions build on this one. Just randomly. Not even what I was actually looking for, but I mean, that's kind of how that go, right? But okay, let's go into the boss. Oh, and it's you. Oh. To be fair, I create a minefield for myself, and then I just send out minions. Yeah, see how much damage, if they get hit by quite a few of the explosions, so much damage is done. And everything is constantly moving towards them. So. Yeah, so. Yeah, not bad. I mean, not bad. Yeah, we'll take the Oxyome. Just do that. What do we got in here? Nothing I give a shit about. If I was doing melee stuff, then yeah, but from melee weapons into project, I understand this, but I feel like it's a waste. I feel like the Golgi apparatus should be something else to enhance melee attacks by just instead of making them, I mean, I guess it makes them into projectiles, so projectile organelles and other things will just affect them because now they are they're classified as projectiles, but I think it also actually turns them into projectiles. Like they're no longer actual melee physical hits. They get turned into a literal form of projectile. They're just not categorized as a projectile. So, all right, on to the next area. But yeah, halfway through, we'll see what this turns into. I don't know. Oh, didn't mean to go forward. Yeah. I mean, go through that if you want to. And as far as I can tell, the minions do not explode. So the explosion thing does not affect the minions. I literally do see an argument for the exploding organelle on slow moving projectiles like the mucus emitter and stuff. Like I can see that. And then you dodge to detonate it in the enemy's face. No, I can see that. Gain a random weapon, not really worth it. 10% damage or better organelles though. Probably better organelles in the long run. Better weapons, better organelles. Keep the caustic so I can open up secret rooms. Minions also can't open secret rooms. I'm not trying to dodge forward. Oh, damn it. Boy, that is annoying. Yeah, as enemies get more aggressive, that becomes really, really annoying. Just rushing through things and just sticking to me. Yeah, really good at area control. There's the boss. No secret room that I can see. Oh, I hit collisioned him and just pushed him back and he still shot me. Yeah, well, there you go. Physics. Have momentum physics. Okay. Reroll. I kind of just don't want to. Fuck it, reroll. Ah, there we go. Boost to mutations that I get. Mutations and organelles and stuff. Nope. Alright, what do we got for a free? Oh, and it's legendary. Why is this showing up as a mitochondrion? This wasn't always a mitochondrion, was it? I could swear it wasn't. I could swear it was a weapon. Huh. Let me get this and turn it into DNA. Okay, on to the next. Yeah, this is just one of those builds where I really can't get a handle on whether it's actually too many minions in my way. Like, it's hard to get a handle on whether it's actually good or not. Like, it's performing admirably. It is. There's I don't know why the caustic wasn't opening it up, but there's the toxisome. I don't know if I actually want the toxisome here. We want to keep the attractor, especially because we're doing this. I don't actually think I want the toxisome here. Because we also, these three we want to keep. This doesn't connect to anything. I guess when I blow stuff up, it would create a toxic cloud. Yeah, I don't really have any use for the toxisome in this build. Let's take health, just in case we get like a good option in the liver for giving up health for it. Oh, what do we got? 27 of 34. More homing. Okay. Sure, we'll upgrade it. The harpoon actually would probably do us a lot better than the caustic, but we kind of want to keep the caustic for opening up secret areas. But the harpoon actually would probably be better, especially with bosses. Every boss except for the shopkeeper, because the harpoon, I don't know if the harpoon actually matters to it. Let's grab it and play with it, because I think the harpoon actually works really well here. Okay. Here comes the cloud. Almost done though. Like keeping things pinned down and then just throwing homing attacks in them. I'll take the course. Might have to re-roll a couple of times. We'll take the damage. The elastome? Sure. I don't think the elastome... Well, the elastome might change something. Well, no. I don't have the weapons to make the elastome actually good, though. That was a weird way for it to move. Yeah. I feel, yeah, builds like this are a lot more passive. So it's just not... Let's see. I don't think there's anything else to do or want in here unless I want to re-roll, which I kind of don't. So I think... Yeah, there doesn't seem to be another secret room that I've seen or noticed. So, off to the boss. Being magnetically attracted? What the? Yeah, I think I just like my builds to be a bit more active than this. Like, it's not like I'm like laying mines everywhere, and so anytime the enemy or the boss moves, it has to run into them, you know? Yeah, it just feels so very and it's not like a passive aura that has like where you're increasing its range, so it, you know, so it's affecting every enemy all the time. That would be different as well, but I don't know. This build feels more passive than I would like. And I'd have to change out a lot of stuff, I think. Because honestly, I still don't think the sympathetic detonator is really good. It's okay, and I think I could see uses for it, but I mean, like, to detonate things early, or to make, like with the mucus emitter, make a big area effect thing, and then when things go into it, dodge to explode it. Yeah, I can see the applications, but when much simpler design, you know, much simpler setups exist that are as, if not way more powerful, why? Unless you just like doing that. I mean, yeah, unless you just like doing it. Yeah, I'm just sitting here, but why? Why do that over? Why do this over the galvanic infuser, or the toxazome, or the elastome? Like, just why do it as opposed to those? Yeah, I think I just have to come to the fact that I don't like it, or it's not a setup. I don't currently have a setup that makes very good use of it, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, the I don't need the elastome for this build. This build cannot use the elastome, so I'm gonna get rid of it. The Sind Assist or the Night Assist is actually really good. Or the Sid Assist. I don't know if the N or the C is silent. But the Harpoon it always proves to be very good in almost any situation. Like, it's just a good weapon to have. But yeah. And in case you don't know, the Trisome affects the minions where it gives them more attacks as well. So their one attack will become 3 attacks. So it does the same thing for them that it does to other weapons. Yeah, put the infuser in because, yeah, why not? And the attractor affects it. Why does... Oh, because all this is doing is... Okay, yeah, that's why. Okay. And there's no way for me to set that up to where... Yeah, I guess I'm just doing it to give it to that. In that case, probably do that. Yeah. Switch them back, I guess, when fighting a boss, but otherwise... Yeah, I'll keep the detonator for now, just in case I decide otherwise, but I really don't see it. Even for this build, I at first I'm like, this is doing kind of all right, but maybe I just didn't get any of the other things I needed to really make it shine. And I guess that's really what it is. The detonator doesn't really shine in comparison to all the other options. Yeah, I'm like still dodging as if I need to, and I don't need to dodge anymore. Gain DNA. Oh, okay, so... Wait, what? More damage, more re-rolls is probably what I'm gonna actually want here. Now the chronosome does work because these travel, so it really works. But then I can't use the attractor, and you want the attractor for these. Yeah, it's just that this evolution is actually, this has like been my go-to evolution for the longest time until I really started playing with the other one, which is basically the reverse of this one. But this one is really limited. It is meant to for you to focus on one thing. I wonder if because what I do is I do this, and then do this. And kind of then see how that works out. But without it being directly connected to this, though, that's the, yeah. The attractor needs to be directly connected to whatever's here, whatever is there. That's the big issue. Yeah. I think this is really good because I don't really use the rare chronosome very much, either, but I do think the chronosome works very well with these two weapons and weapons like them. So like slow moving, expanding, and then you just want to get things that make them last longer or have bigger ranges, and then you attach them to this, and by the time they get to their target, they're doing massive damage. I think that actually works really well. Does it work in this particular build? Maybe not, because we do want the attractor to have them going toward them. So we want this. But I guess we have to give up the trisome, or I guess I could do that. And that would empower the minions here. Do we need the trisome? Because having multiples really helps. So I guess it comes down to, do we need the trisome though? Could also just do it like that, and that would work as well. Yeah, with the limited connections, yeah, it's just I as you get other stuff and as you've built toward one thing, something you might get parts to something else that looks like it could be better, but you've already made the other choices, so what can you do? Yeah. And once again, this setup would probably go really well with the detonator as well. Letting them get into it, it's increasing its damage, it explodes. So maybe it's time to make some hard choices. I want to keep the caustic because we need it for opening rooms, because none of these other ones do. Well, I think the explosion does, but we'll keep the caustic just in case. We don't necessarily need the mitochondria, so let's put this here first. So this to give us as many of them as possible. We want the attractor. We want them to explode. That would go there, and then this would go here, empowering this. But this we'd only get on the explosion, so we definitely have to make sure we use them. I might be trying to also do too much at once. I could be trying to do too much. We'll keep the Oxiome. We'll get rid of that. I might be trying to do too much. If I get a chance at some more stash space, I'll take it. Nope, I don't see. So on the next room. Oh, just ran it up. Okay. Not sure what I got hit by there. I'm not sure if it was the spikes or if it was the environmental hazard over there. The yeah, see, and that's one of the problems with the passive builds is that you get harassed. It's easier for the enemy to harass you. More chronozome. Yeah, just being able to... this is just a really bad situation for those particular enemies. No, I don't think no. Okay. On the next. DNA. Okay, close to another mutation. No secret room in here. The biggest issue with minions is that they body block you too. That's the biggest problem. Okay. More cores? Or more health? Let's take more health for now. I mean, I know it's the last area in the demo, but so it doesn't really matter if we get the event, but still. Yeah, because you don't necessarily need to explode them. So it's really, like, the detonator really feels like just a preference thing. Like, it doesn't feel like it's something to focus on. It's just like here's an extra little something you could also use. Oh, we got two options. And there's the toxizome. I kind of want to replace both of these and put this in the toxizome up here for this. Like, straight up, I really do. And then put the caustic secretors back up and then merge these with these. And then put the oxyome back down here to empower them. I think I'm going to do that. I know the attractor can be really good depending on the build, but I don't think it works here. And the detonator hasn't shown me anything to make me rethink my previous runs where I ignored it. I still feel like I can just ignore it. Like, I just don't see I have not seen anything from it so far that makes me think it's actually worth the slot. I'm not saying the slot is wasted on it, and I'm pretty sure you can do a lot with the detonator, but I really do think it's one of those, it's just one of those average organelles. It is not exceptional, but it's not bad. But I'm kind of at a point where I want to change up what I'm doing. The attractor is not necessary for this. In fact, I'd like to get rid of the site assist depositor, and I'd like to get rid of the mucus emitters, to be fair. Yeah. I would actually like to get rid of these now and get more active weapons. The attractor we can put over here for now. But I do not know. It says they are affected, so as long as it does something for them, that's fine. The further they have to travel, the more damage they do. Perfect. Axiom, do we get both? I figured it gave us both. I figured it gave both. But the only thing I could think to do would be to just replace this with this. And we can definitely do that because it might be better for us until we get to the boss, and then we'll want to put this back. Yeah, I definitely feel like they nerfed the Toxisome. Like, I definitely feel like they nerfed the Toxisome. Like, I feel like they did something and nerfed the Toxisome. It really, really feels like something has been done to the Toxisome. It was, to be fair, the Toxisome was absolutely ridiculous. So, but this looks like it's been nerfed. This looks like it. I don't know why. Maybe because it feels like the clouds aren't as big. But this, like, see the little, like the clouds are far. They used to have a way bigger range. But then again, maybe it's just because this is a common version. Because I know as you increase its rarity, the clouds get bigger. And if you get those mutations that increase the range of weapons, it also makes the clouds bigger. So maybe it's just because maybe I just feel that way because this is the common variant and I haven't gotten any range increasers. Okay. I don't see a room here either. All stay on that side of the room, that'd be nice. I saw, there we go. Getting my health back. No, I don't want you. Cool. What are we getting for free? Okay, well, we might as well upgrade this to legendary. There we go. That works for me. It would. Excuse me. No, it's a bit stuffy. Nope. I don't see anything. Yeah, just being able to pin your opponent to walls is kind of the best. Okay, so thermal lance. I'll always take thermal lances. So I would rather keep the mucus emitters, but these can go. I feel like the mines are good. Don't get me wrong. I feel like I need, these are for the mines, or at least in my mind. That makes them pull themselves towards enemies. They get more damage as they travel. So really you just want to then make them bigger and maybe offset them with some of this stuff. But yeah, at that point you're also gonna want more than just 2 of them. You're gonna want multiples. You just want to fill the space. And if enemies try to come toward you, they have to go through hell, right? And the mucus emitters kind of remind me of like an AoE zone that you can kind of create, more than anything else. Let's see. I wonder if I missed the secret room at some point in time. I would have thought I would have come across it by now. Oh. I got caught in the explosion. Okay. This is really good. Just do not need it right now. I don't need any more attack modifiers. Well, unless I got one to improve the ones I have. Reroll. Yeah, we'll take that. Almost back to full health. There it is. I didn't think I'd come across it yet. How I went to oh, okay, yep, let's do that too, and it'll boost it for those. Okay, still looking, because I know sometimes an area can have like 2 of them. There we go. And there's the boss. Here's the shop. Let's see what we got in the shop. Okay, we do have the elastome. If I wanted to take the elastome for, we need more active weapons if we want to do that. But I think, well, I think the build I have right now, I will stick with. So we can go ahead and we can recycle, and we can recycle. Okay. We have more than enough. Buy that. Close. Let's re-roll, see what we get. Not what I wanted. Let's re-roll. Okay, more caustic secretors. And I'll probably want to re-roll one more time. But they want 20 for the... Really? 20? And then I'd have to use 12. If I get something good, I'll just kill the shopkeep. Fuck him. Alright, so we're going to take the secretors here. We'll recycle the mucus ones. Okay, let's re-roll one more time. And an upgrade for the toxisome as well. So that means you gotta fucking go. caught me. Not survive this. Oh, really? Roaming. Almost. Actually, going in this fight with this would be. Let's reroll. Don't need the stash. There's range. Oh, that will help with the Toxisome actually. But here's a full restore. Shit. We're probably going to want that full restore, though. Well, because this help. Well, no. Take the full restore. Secure the win. We do have an upgrade here, which will upgrade the size, which I do believe, yeah, toxin size from 0 to 40%. So, yeah. We would have gotten some health back, but it only would have been 1, and I'd rather... See, now everything's a lot bigger. So yeah, it's just because I only had it at common rarity. At a much higher rarity, no, the Toxisome hasn't... I don't think the Toxisome's been touched, unless its damage ticks are no longer per second, but are per every, like, 2 or 3 seconds. Yeah, but you don't fit. No, we want that just like that, yeah. Okay, off to the boss. No, not the shopkeep. I wonder if one of the weapons we can get later on will be a giant fuck-off laser. That's 2. At this point, I'd be down to 1 health. If I hadn't taken that full refill, I would have been 2, because I would have taken the health, so I'd be down to 2. Yep. Oh no, he's stuck to the wall. Get fucked. Yep. Get fucked. Stun locked. Minions blocked for me. Best shields in the game. And best shields in the game. So there have to be more evolutions, right? Because we keep, well, no, because you have to be the game has to keep giving you options in case you didn't get good ones up to this point. So no. That's not necessarily an indicator that there have to be more evolutions, but I do hope there are more evolutions. At least 2 more after this one that give you bigger connections and whatnot, depending on how big the game ends up being in the long run anyway. But no, I think this build is perfect. Yeah. I just like the more active builds. Yeah, give membrane here, and that's the end of this video. So thank you guys for watching. Take care of yourselves out there, be safe, continue having a good day, a good week, and a good month, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Later.